Welcome back. I'm Dave with Palehorse Zero Custom Firearms and Coatings. I'm here today in my newly improved, newly upgraded armory. I'm here with my wife Robin, who put in a lot of work. 7 months pregnant, she's out here busting hump, helping me get this together. So she did a really great job helping me out, so I kind of wanted to thank her for that. Thank you, babe. And so we're here today with the next 3 projects. We got 5 projects we're going to be working on, but these are the next 3 that I'm going to get started on here this week. The first is this SIG SP 2022. Pistol's a 9mm. We're going to do a Army ACU pattern on this. I haven't done that pattern yet, so we're going to do that on this here. We're going to do one of our favorite patterns. It seems like I'm bringing this back. It's a tiger stripe pattern on this SIG 716 that I got here. This is actually I shot this a couple weeks back. This is a very nice rifle, very sturdy. I'm pretty impressed with this SIG here. I shot a group of, at 300 yards, I shot about a group just over 2 inches or so. I got a picture of that I'll put up here with this as well. And that's only with a 3-powered scope on here. This thing held very tight groups. I was very impressed with that. And then last but not least, I have Lance Olmstead's. He sent this out here from Olmstead Risk Solution. He sent out his Remington 870 here for us to put we'll be putting a Cryptek Yeti on this one here. Cryptek Yeti, which is a snow pattern, this Cryptek snow pattern. We're going to put that on here, so I would like you guys to kind of stand by, follow along. I'm going to do something a little different this time. I'm actually, as I'm going through the coatings, I'm going to try to get some video footage of that, exactly what the process entails, everything like that, so you guys can see everything that happens on that. So just kind of stand by, stick around, and we're going to get started on this week. So here in front of us we have that SIG SP 2022. As you can see, it's in a million pieces here on the table. It's the first step that we take in our coating process here is we got to strip the gun completely down, and then what we'll do from here is we'll organize the pieces into colors or into what's getting coated, what's not going to get coated, things like that. So from here we'll move on to just organizing it out and making sure we got everything set aside that actually is going to get coated, and then put everything away that is not going to get coated for when we go put it back together. The next step that we take after completely disassembling our firearms is we bring them over to our solvent tank here, where we have to actually soak the firearm for approximately 20 minutes. And that's to ensure that we get all the grease, any solvents, any greases, oils, anything out of the metals themselves, so it doesn't compromise the coating in any way. From here, what we do is we move on to our blast cabinet. Once we get to our blast cabinet, we blast off any of the existing coating, whether it be anodized, bluing. We'll blast it off, get it back down to bare metal, so that we can actually, so the coating will adhere to the metal. From there, we'll move on to our oven. Our oven will crank it up to about 300 degrees, and we'll do a thing what is called it's called a gas out procedure. And what we do is we actually put it in the oven. We'll turn up 300 degrees. We'll put it in there for about an hour, and what that does is if there's any greases or oils remaining in the metals, they'll kind of seep to the surface of the metal, and then we'll be able to see that then, and we'll be able to know that we need to soak it a little longer and start that process over, so we can make sure that it doesn't compromise the coating in any way. So those are what we do to get ready before we actually put on the coating itself. And then we'll show you the coating itself going on here. The beginning of the coating process starts with the Cerakote itself. We use the H series Cerakote, which is a 2-part series that has the color itself and then the hardener that goes in and mixes with it. They go together at a certain ratio. Once we got that mixed up, it goes into our HVLP gun. Once we got it in there, we hang the parts and we begin to spray. While spraying the parts, the coating goes on between 0.5 and 1 mil, which is about 1/1000th of an inch. It goes on real thin, real smooth. You can actually cover your bolt carrier assembly, things like that, operating parts, and it won't interfere with their operations because of how smooth and how well it goes on. Something that's extremely tight tolerance is obviously whether it be taped off or disassembled before coating. Once we get it coated on there, depending on the material that we got coated, whether it be plastic or metal, and depending on whether or not we're going to put a pattern or stencils on it. Depends on how long we put it in the oven for. If we're stenciling something, we got to put it in the oven to cure it. These this H series does not air dry. It only cures in the oven, so that way we have to cure about 15 minutes in between each time we put a different color on, or when we add or remove stencils. So that's basically the coating process to get it on there. Then we have to put it in the oven, bake it. It stays in the oven for between 1 to 2 hours, depending on the material as well. So once all the parts are completely cooled, the weapon comes back over to the workbench where it gets reassembled. The sights go back on it. If anything's been covered with the coating, like for instance, if you look here on this 870 right now, I'm painting the 870's safety, trigger safety, and putting the red stripe that goes around it back on there, so that everything is the same way it was before the coating went on, to include the safeties, the sights. If there was white dots in the sights, and we coated the sights, we'll put the white dots back in the sights for things like that. Just attention to details like that. Well, that about wraps it up for this video. I hope we answered any questions you might have had on the coating process we do here at Palehorse Zero with our Cerakote firearms coatings. If we didn't cover anything, or if there's something in the video you had questions on, you can go ahead and send me a message. You can contact me at www.palehorsezero.com. That's my webpage. I have up-to-date pricing on there. You can contact me for a quote, ask me any questions that you might have. I have all the colors listed on that webpage, as well as pictures and these videos too. Links to these videos will be posted on there as well. Also, you can, if you haven't done so already, you can like me on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Palehorse Zero, as well as subscribe to me on my YouTube channel at Palehorse Zero. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the weapons that we selected to do this video, as well as the coatings that we chose to do on those weapons, because those are some of our most popular coatings here, ones that we get asked to do the most. The Cryptek and that Tiger Stripe are really a favorite around here at Palehorse Zero. That Tiger Stripe seems like it's really coming back. I get a lot of calls on that Tiger Stripe. People like that pattern. That Cryptek, people really like that Cryptek Yeti pattern. I've gotten a lot of good compliments on that coating itself. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any questions, to go ahead and ask me either through the Facebook page or my webpage, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.
And the rockets traveling, the bombs busting in air, gave proof through the night.